Oh, it's Tamira. It's Saturday. I am super duper excited. In just a couple hours, we are going to rock out this next generation content masterclass. I'm so excited because this class is all about the shifts that has been happening in marketing over recent years. And I have had to make my own shifts, and I'm going to be sharing those in this masterclass and how to get back to getting results from your social media marketing. I keep hearing way too many people talk about them leaving social media and focusing more back on traditional marketing, on face to face. And don't get me wrong, I do some of those things. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you think that's the only way that you're going to be able to succeed going forward, I'm here to tell you, you might want to change your thinking. You never know what could happen, as we saw a couple years ago, where you need to be able to market online, right? So if you are here and you are interested in learning about making money online, about monetizing who you are, what you do, what you know, what you love, what you are passionate about, you are in the right place. Okay. So today we're going to talk about 4 mistakes you are making with your social media marketing 2024 edition. Okay. 2024 edition. I have been in marketing. By the way, my name is Samira Hamilton, and I have been a professional marketer since 1992. I have been a professional marketer for more than half of my life. I've been a professional marketer for over 30 years. I have over 30 years of sales marketing and leadership experience. And I will be the first to admit to you that in 2013, when I began online, it's not that I didn't know what I was doing. I had a great foundation in marketing, right? But what I did not know was the social media marketing. I had some instinct, right? I had some intuitive marketing behind me, but there were definitely some things that I needed to learn, and I was willing to learn, and I was willing to invest. And because of that, I really think I am in a very unique position when it comes to assisting you, because I have both the formal education, I have the practical work experience, and on top of that, I have invested heavily in hours and dollars to actually keep up to date with marketing. Okay. There are a lot of people. The great thing about marketing is anybody can learn it and do it, right? But I still fully, wholeheartedly believe in education. And I will die on that hill that education is really important. A lot of the things that we see people do that are criminal, that are unethical, that are just flat out wrong, immoral, and mistakes on market, and when it comes to marketing online, those people are not professional marketers, right? So when I say professional, I need you to understand I consider myself the level of a marketer as the same level of education of the doctor that you go to for your health, right? And this isn't about whether or not you trust them and you trust the science or any of that. At the end of the day, those people have invested heavily into their education, and they are regarded as professionals. For example, when you go to a professional doctor, therapist, counselor, there are certain things that you are not allowed to do, right? Like you are not allowed to go in the doctor's office and record your exam with them. You can record certain things, but you cannot record the full exam, right? There is a reason for that, because that person is a professional. Same with a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, so on and so forth, right? An attorney, right? I consider my level of marketing experience and expertise and knowledge to be at that same level. I am at a professional level. This is not a hobby that I picked up. Okay. This is not something that I decided to go to the University of YouTube and learn. Have I learned some things from YouTube myself? Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, I understand and know, and I think like a marketer. A lot of the people that you are listening to online are not actual marketers, okay? And that is the first mistake that you are making. You are listening to people who hear buzz things. They might have tried something and it went wildly successful for them. And then they decided to create a course and they decided to start talking about it. But they don't have the years of experience. They don't have the knowledge and the expertise. What they have is a one-hit wonder. And so then they begin to speak on things and they have no idea what they're talking about. And they're giving you not only bad advice, but advice that might make you end up in a courtroom, advice that might make you even end up in some criminal situations because of the things that they are talking about and teaching you. Okay. And part of what the problem with some of these people that you're listening to online brings me to mistake number 2 that you're making. Number 1 is listening to the wrong people. Number 2, and I'm going to give you some red flags to know that you're listening to the wrong people, right? They say things like, oh, just do it offline. You don't have to do anything online. That is just really bad advice in 2024. When I look at my business, and I've been online since 2013, over 95% of the people that I do business with were people that I never knew. I would never have known them had I not been online, right? So being online can really open you up to a world of people that you can serve that you would otherwise would not have been able to serve. And by the way, I don't think I'd be sitting here as an online marketer. I'd be back being a corporate employee had I only focused on people in my network because they were not my target audience. And that is the problem that a lot of you face. You are talking to people that are never going to be your customer. They are not your ideal client. And that's because you're listening to people who are not professional marketers. They are giving you outdated advice. They are taking tactics and throwing them out there as if they are actual strategies, and they are not strategies. They are just merely, and some of them aren't even tactics. They're just ideas. And for example, using B-roll and throwing words on it without telling you why, that is not a strategy. Okay. It's just not a strategy. Okay. So outdated tactics and strategies, there is a breaking away happening in marketing right now. And the people who are using outdated strategies, outdated tactics, are the ones who are saying things like, oh, I'd rather focus on offline because I want to build real relationships. Honey, do you know how many real relationships, people that I can count on more that I've never met in person, that I only know from the virtual interwebs, and how much I can count on them and depend on them more, how much more they support me than people in the quote unquote real world? That is their fear and their insecurity, and they're projecting it onto you, and you have to stop absorbing it. Okay. Here is another red flag you should listen for. They only are marketing what other people have created. They have not created anything on their own. Oh, the only words that ever come out of their mouth is what they are repeating from other people. They have not, cannot, and will not create anything on their own because they don't have thought around marketing, because they are not marketers. They are false representations of being a marketer. Okay. You got to know that everything that they create is white labeled. Not even create, everything that they sell is white labeled. Everything out of their mouth is something that they bought from someone else. They don't have their own frameworks. And frameworks is something we are going to speak to today in the content masterclass. Okay. So outdated marketers, marketers who aren't even real marketers, and outdated marketing strategies and tactics are going to get you lost in the shuffle in 2024. Okay. The other thing is the outdated language. Okay. I've been talking to you for quite some time about the shifts that are happening in marketing that you need to grab hold to. And this is regardless of if it's offline or online, because that's another red flag that they throw up, if I haven't already made that clear, is this distinction between online and offline. Baby, what you can do offline, you can do online. What you can do online, you can do offline. And it really, At the essence, it is the same thing. You just might use different tools, right? It just might look a little different because you're using different tools, but it is the same thing. It is nothing more than moving people through a process. That's all it is. Okay. So whether you're doing that offline or online, it doesn't matter. It is still the same thing. Okay. And so you see people using a lot of outdated language, right? Boring, stale, outdated language that does not connect people's hearts and minds. It does not make what people feel seen, known, heard, and acknowledged. It is all about them. It is all about their product. It is all about their service. And here's the key way to identify this. It sounds like they are talking loud, saying nothing. You read it and you're still wondering, what are they saying? Because it's a bunch of 50-cent words that don't mean anything. They use a lot of euphemisms and jargon and phrases to sound very knowledgeable, but you have no idea what they are actually talking about, right? You don't understand the why. You don't understand how it relates to you, right? Like telling you to put a quiz on your website without telling you why, telling you to put a quiz on your website that has absolutely nothing to do with you, your ideal client, and how your products and services solve problems for them. Okay. So it's really important to be able to distinguish these things, right? And the next things that I'm going to talk about really are more about you, right? And a lot of it has to do with probably a lack of confidence around what you are doing when it comes to marketing. And one of them is not posting enough, because the bully marketer is probably telling you you have to post this many times and you have to post at this time of day. And they are bullying you. And I want you to free yourself from the bully marketer with the bad hairdo. I need you to free yourself. Okay. You need to think about your ideal client. When is your ideal client most likely online? What is a day in their typical life like? And when are they most likely to be on Facebook and scrolling? And that is when you need to be the most active, right? And at this stage in the game, especially with Facebook, it does not matter how often you post. I don't think you can post too much on Facebook right now. I don't, right? If you're not getting the traction that you want on Facebook, it's probably because you are not posting enough and you're not posting in the right places. You can post a lot more on Facebook and Instagram and a lot of these platforms than you ever have before, because number one, they have so many different ways for you to post, right? Think about it. There's stories. There's your feed on Facebook, there's groups, and there's the equivalent of that with your communities and your inner circle and all of that on Instagram. There's live, there's reels. There's so many different ways to be able to post, and each one serves a different purpose, and each one is going to reach different people. Some are going to reach more of your followers. Others are going to bring more people into your view that are now aware of you that otherwise would not have gotten in front of you. Reels is a great example of this. Reels is going to get you more reach, whereas stories is going to allow you to deepen relationship and engage with your followers. But your false flagging marketers are not telling you that, because they don't know that. All they know is their bully tactics. All they know is their play Pollyanna and super nice and speak with a little girl voice to manipulate you and get you to do what they're telling you to do, when they don't even understand why they're doing it, because they don't think like marketers, because they are not marketers. They're just not. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are posting enough. You want to make sure that your posts are following specific formats, including having a hook and call to action. And that, my friend, is why I am offering not only the 2024 content calendar bundle, which is going to give you 366 days of ideas, because most business owners struggle with what to create for content. That is a statistical fact. Like 76% of businesses struggle. They don't know what to create, right? And so we're going to give you 366 ideas of what to post. We're going to give you 150 researched and proven viral video hook and caption hooks. Okay. So 150 of them, and they work, baby. Let me tell you, they work. Okay. And not only that, we're going to give you 93 call to actions that are high converting and non-salesy, right? Because y'all love to scream about you don't want to be salesy, you don't want to be salesy. Okay. But you got to sell. If you want to stay in business, you are going to have to sell. And my mama always said it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I'm going to show you how to use your social media posts to sell effortlessly, seamlessly, in a non-salesy way that helps people feel seen, known, heard, and acknowledged. And in about 30 minutes, I am going to close the door to the masterclass that you can upgrade to with this 2024 social media content bundle, right? And at some point, I'm only going to offer it together because I just don't think you get enough out of it without the masterclass that is going to happen today. It begins at 2 p.m. Chicago time, which is Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. New York, and noon on the Pacific Coast. Okay. So you get the calendar bundle and you get this masterclass, which is going to have a Q&A session with yours truly. Okay. So I'm super excited to walk you through my framework for using this social media content calendar bundle along with ChatGPT to help you write social media posts that are going to make people stop their scroll, make people want to pay attention to what you are saying and get more info from you, get more engagement, as well as get more leads, get more customers, get more referrals, and yes, even in your sleep. Okay. I've been doing this for a really, really long time. It's been since 2018 or 2019 since I put together any type of training or course to go over this specific to Facebook and Instagram, but you can use it across a lot of different platforms, even email, even in your speaking. These people are not teaching you what you actually need to know because they don't know, because a lot of them are basically lying about their success. I'm going to just tell you that, right? I'm going to just tell you, a lot of them are lying about their success. I'm going to tell you, there are a lot of things that I've seen happen in recent years that's like, really? That's what we're doing now? Like doing TikTok trends just for the sake of doing them and not actually targeting who you're reaching. That's really weird, right? But it's because there's been a lot of desperation and and I'm all for experimentation, right? I am big on experimentation, but there's a lot of throwing stuff at the wall without any method, madness, or thought behind it just to see what sticks. And as we know, what sticks in these social media streets these days really only sticks for a short period of time. And then it's the next thing that's sticking. And so what I have done, where my success has come, is that 30 years of experience in knowing the foundations and sticking to the foundations and mixing in some of these other things, but having a timeless strategy that is not outdated. And if you read my posts, if you listen to the way that I speak in a way that reaches multiple generations. It is not only my generation or older, right? I can reach the hearts and minds of the younger folk as well. However, many marketers my age and above only know how to speak gobbledygook. They only know how to speak in a way that makes them feel superior and you feel inferior. They only know how to use a lot of jargon and words that other people may or may not understand. But at the end of the day, you're left wondering, what the heck did they just say? Because they just said a whole lot of nothing, right? And so I'm going to show you how to post and avoid that and not do that. You're going to speak so that people know exactly what it is that you are going to offer, and it's going to make them thirsty. They're going to salivate at the mouth to want to work with you, to get what it is that you have and the solution that you have to their problem. So you've got 28 minutes to get registered, and you can text class to 414-404-6040, or you can DM me. You better DM me right away, though, because I'm closing the registration in about 30 minutes because I've got things I have to do to get ready for the masterclass, and I can't be dealing with a bunch of last minute registrations. Okay. So there is a replay to answer some frequently asked questions. If you're not able to join us live, that is fine. You can definitely watch and enjoy the recording, you'll just miss out on that live Q&A. There's no Q&A, there's no message Q&A that comes with the replay, okay? And you definitely, if you can, want to join from your laptop or desktop so we can kind of make it a co-working session. You also will be able to download that 2024 calendar bundle right away. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how to use it. It is magical what can and will happen with your social media posts. You will go from posting to crickets to having people in line with their card in hand, ready to buy your products and services and to work with you. Okay. So that I can get to these people that are popping in my inbox right now, ready to join the masterclass. I am going to go, and oh my God, this masterclass is just going to be incredible. I can't wait to see you all in the masterclass. Bye-bye.